Dylan had his annuals every year. You know, it's not like we didn't take care of him medically when he was young. He had great medical care. I walked into the waiting room and most of my family was already there, and I looked straight at my mom and I said, I don't think he's gonna make it. Then it was just a waiting game. It was, we can try to take him off. Every 48 hours they can try to turn down the volume, so to say, on life support. And so after 48 hours they tried and he didn't do well. And realizing that your 13-year-old son, and there's nothing you can do, could possibly die, and the next thing you know, he's being put on life support at Children's Hospital.
I believe it was 38 days that I had to be in the hospital. Can't exactly remember how many were in ICU. You know, I was so out of it for the first while, I couldn't even tell you what was going on.
If some sort of test had been presented to us, you know, 6, 7, 8 years ago, where they could have maybe told us, okay, your son has this abnormality in his heart, he needs to stop this, this, and this, we could have perhaps prevented a lot of this.
Because of that life support system, I started to lose blood flow to my legs, both of them. And when I started to kind of wake up and they started to focus on things that were less life-threatening than, say, my brain or my heart, they realized that, you know, one of my muscles died.
Then we were left with the damage to his leg, where he wore a permanent leg brace for 6 years and got to the point where his leg really became so deformed and misshapen.
Knowing that I couldn't really even walk the same anymore, it was very hard to deal with that. Every step I take now, I'm reminded of it.
So the Living for Zachary organization and giving the free screenings to the kids, every parent that I know that has a child between those ages of 12 and 22, I urge them to have that screening done.
Well, Living for Zachary is great. I think that it is a lifesaver in itself. I feel like it's a great way for anyone who has children to find out about, you know, these problems that can happen, and getting in and getting screening done or seeing a doctor, you know, and addressing issues that might be there instead of possibly having them in your life one day.